Asia is not only the most populous continent on Earth, but it also has some of the most captivating cities in the world. Due to its extreme diversity and variety, each city has its own distinct identity, look, and feel, and there's always something new to discover no matter where you go. While some cities are well known for their amazing food scenes and exciting nightlife, others are home to breathtaking historical sites and cultural landmarks that are home to millions of people who speak different languages and exhibit rich cultures and religious beliefs. The many cities in Asia are pleasantly diverse from one another. Here is a list of the top destinations in Asia. Number 25. Wang Prabang. Wang Prabang is undoubtedly situated in a picturesque location, surrounded by mountains, rainforests, and waterfalls, at the meeting point of the Mekong and Nam Khan rivers in northern Laos. Its natural treasures are delightful to discover, and it offers a plethora of amazing kayak adventures, river cruises, and trekking experiences. The name of the small city in Laos actually means regal Buddha picture, long dominated by friends. The city also has some wonderful ancient villas that date back to colonial times. The city also boasts a strong cultural and religious past, being home to a number of notable Buddhist temples and monasteries. Number 24. Bukhara. Situated on the historic Silk Road, the city of Bukhara has long welcomed visitors and traders to its ancient alleyways nestled amid the limitations of a dry and arid desert in the United States. Steeped in history, Bukhara is a beautiful location to explore with mausoleums, madrasas, mosques, and minarets wherever you turn. Several centuries-old historic buildings can be found in Pakistan's City of Museums. The best way to take in all of the city's various sights is to lose yourself in the evocative old town. Nonetheless, the historic city is still vibrant, and if you stroll through the center, you'll see numerous market stalls offering beautiful regional goods. Number 23. Mumbai. India's commercial hub Mumbai, a port city on the west coast, is one of the most populous cities in the world, therefore, everything is available within its expansive boundaries. The city that defies description, Bombay, as it was formerly called, is a great, hectic, and enjoyable destination to visit in many ways. It is home to both the glamorous world of Bollywood and widespread poverty in its interminable slums, and its packed streets can feel a little oppressive at times. Mumbai is home to some incredibly beautiful colonial-era buildings and magnificent structures. Number 22. Manila. One of the world's most populous cities, Manila's chaotic capital can be difficult to fall in love with at first, but it's worth it because its towering skyscrapers and congested streets conceal a wealth of amazing and unique locations. Founded by the Spanish in 1571, the city is situated on the banks of Manila Bay, with the Pasig River running through it. Modern malls coexist with churches and cathedrals from the colonial era, and trendy bars can be found in artisan markets with a lively nightlife. Known as the Pearl of the Orient, Manila is unquestionably one of Asia's greatest megacities. Number 21. Taipei. Taipei, the capital of Taiwan, is an intriguing place to visit because it has a rich and distinctive cultural heritage that is on display. Taoist temples can be found next to Japanese-era mansions, bustling markets, and numerous skyscrapers housing the city's many museums. Taipei is located in the north of the island nation. In addition to its many points of interest, Taipei offers a ton of amazing stores, eateries, and pubs that you should definitely check out. The National Palace Museum is especially worthwhile because of the insight it provides on the history and culture of the island. Number 20. Xian. Xian, located in northern China, is well known for being the home of the renowned army of terracotta warriors, but it is much more than that. Xian was the capital of 13 different Chinese dynasties and was also the endpoint of the Silk Road, which brought wealth and people from all walks of life to the city. Each era left its mark on Xian, leaving incredible tombs and pagodas alongside Ming-era city walls in the enchanting Muslim Quarter. This wonderful city is a pleasure to explore. Number 19. Kathmandu. Extending as far as the site will allow, known as the City of Temples, Kathmandu sprawls in a colorful and disorganized manner across the valley in which it is located. There are undoubtedly many centuries-old historical and cultural landmarks in Nepal's capital. While the country's rich cultural past is preserved in the vivid religious festivals that are held periodically, the city's famed Durbar Square is presently undergoing reconstruction following the recent earthquakes, but there are many more intact monuments that are well worth seeing. History is all around you. The biggest city in Nepal. Visits to Kathmandu are both thrilling and draining, but they must be completed before moving on to the Himalayas' magnificent slopes and tall peaks. Number 18. Phnom Penh. Formerly referred to as the Eastward Paris after decades of conflict and revolution, the capital of Cambodia, Phnom Penh, is slowly emerging and reviving. Situated on the banks of the Mekong River, this vibrant city is home to the magnificent Royal Palace as well as several grand boulevards and French colonial buildings. Sadly, many of its historic sites are connected to the tragic events that occurred in the nation in the 1970s. There are also plenty of quaint cafes, evocative bars, and outstanding restaurants. Phnom Penh is gradually moving past its history and regaining popularity as a travel destination. Number 17. Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai, which lies on the banks of the Ping River in northern Thailand, has long drawn traders and tourists to its shores. It was once the capital of the land, not the kingdom. Its historic center is surrounded by ancient city walls, inside which are amazing temples, pagodas, stupas, and museums, with the processing being its most well-known attraction. The city has a lovely, laid-back vibe, and its marvelous night bazaar, which is surrounded by lush rainforests and picturesque countryside, is definitely not to be missed. Chiang Mai is a fantastic complement to Bangkok's sometimes congested streets. Number 16. Jerusalem. Jerusalem, which has been repeatedly destroyed, rebuilt, and fought over the centuries, is truly unlike any other place on earth. This is because it is home to some of the holiest sites for both Judaism and Christianity within the old city walls. Not only is the Dome of the Rock in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, but Jerusalem's ancient streets are alive with pilgrims who have come to pay their respects. Each of its quarters has its own distinct identity. Getting lost in its maze-like streets is just one of the many wonders that make Jerusalem so enchanted. Number 15. Hanoi. The nation's second-largest metropolis, Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, is home to some of the country's most well-known attractions, including the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum and the One-Pillar Pagoda. Impressive colonial-era buildings coexist with ancient temples and pagodas, some of which are over a millennium old. While Hanoi's scooter-filled streets might be noisy and hectic, there are many good museums in the city that provide fascinating glimpses into the history, legacy, and culture of the nation. Peace and tranquility can be found in any of the city's adorable cafes and restaurants. Number 14. Kyoto. Generally acknowledged as Japan's most beautiful city, Kyoto is a treat to visit. As the capital of the country for more than a millennium, it boasts a plethora of amazing historical sites and cultural landmarks scattered around its ancient streets. You can explore its historic district of Xian, which is home to many geishas and traditional inns, as well as wonderful palaces and idyllic gardens with 2,000 Shinto shrines and Buddhist temples to check out. While Kyoto is lovely to visit year-round, it is especially magical during the cherry blossom season. Number 13. Jaipur. The massive and majestic Amber Fort is the city's most well-known attraction, but the Pink City, which is located in the northeast of the nation, is also home to a number of other stunning palaces and temples, of which Jantar Mantar and the City Palace are without a doubt the highlights. The state capital of Rajasthan, with rickshaws speeding by you and stunning, rose-colored structures everywhere you turn, Jaipur is simultaneously hectic and vibrant, which makes it a delightful introduction to India's numerous treasures. Number 12. Shanghai. Shanghai, one of the biggest and most significant cities in the world, is situated at the confluence of the Yangtze River and the East China Sea. Its skyline is dominated by a multitude of skyscrapers, but nestled among them is a diverse array of architectural styles, with Buddhist temples and Art Deco buildings coexisting. Shanghai is also well known for its amazing food scene and vibrant nightlife, and it's one of the best places in the world to shop. One of Asia's must-see cities is Shanghai, with its almost endless possibilities. Number 11. Ho Chi Minh City. The nation's center of commerce and culture, the largest city in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, previously known as Saigon, is a lively, vibrant location to explore with a lot going on at all hours of the day and a lot of diverse aspects. It is extremely different from Hanoi in terms of identity and viewpoint. When it comes to food, lodging, shopping, and entertainment, Ho Chi Minh City offers something for every taste and budget. Historic sites abound as well. Colonial-era structures coexist with both contemporary shopping centers and ancient pagodas. Number 10. Agra. Situated in the Uttar Pradesh state of northern India, one item and only one thing makes Agra famous: the Taj Mahal, which was constructed in 1658 by the Mughal emperor. Aside from its stunning white marble features, the mausoleum is undoubtedly a majestic sight and one of India's most popular tourist destinations. Agra's wonderful fort is its other great attraction, but it also has many lovely temples, gardens, and music venues. In addition, a lot of travelers combine their trip to Agra with a stop at the Imperial Palace and the walled city of Delhi, which are located close. Number 9. Seoul. An expansive city, nearly half of South Korea's population lives in Seoul, which is why it is always bustling with people going about its enormous shopping malls and vibrant night markets. Despite Seoul's apparent modern appearance, there are still pockets of historic sites here and there. The Royal Palace, for example, is well worth visiting, as are its many temples and excellent museums. Since two national parks known for their food are close by and contain numerous stunning mountains, nature is also never far away. You may sample a lot of great street markets and eateries in Seoul. Number 8. Delhi. Home to a seemingly limitless variety of sights, sounds, and smells, Delhi, the vibrant capital of India, has so many sights that it can sometimes overwhelm the senses. Wandering around its busy streets is a frustrating but exhilarating experience as you pass vibrant markets and mouth-watering street food vendors with stunning shrines, temples, and tombs around every corner. The impressive Red Fort, despite being a crowded, hectic, and dirty area, is the centerpiece. Unquestionably one of the nation's treasures is Delhi. When in India, a visit is a need. Number 7. Kuala Lumpur. Extremely multicultural, Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia, is a fascinating mingling pot of Malay, Chinese, and Indian influences. Because of these diverse communities, the city's identity has been profoundly impacted. As a result, visitors will find ancient temples and majestic minarets and mosques alongside the city's iconic Petronas towers. Massive retail centers and a bustling arts and culture scene can also be found in Kuala Lumpur. The city's multiculturalism has also contributed to the city's abundance of delectable street foods, so a trip there wouldn't be complete without trying some of these. Number 6. Beijing. Beijing, one of the biggest and oldest cities on the planet, is home to incredible historical and cultural landmarks that stretch back centuries, if not millennia. Although the Forbidden City and Summer Palace are among its most well-known attractions, Beijing has much more to offer because it served as the capital of 3 imperial dynasties and is dotted with beautiful parks and temples. While some of the most beautiful parts of the Great Wall of China are located close to the country's capital, there are also theaters, museums, and art galleries in the area. Beijing is an intriguing city with a wealth of fine food, art, and culture. Number 5. Tokyo. Positioned in the middle of the most populous urban area on Earth, the modern capital of Japan is a thrilling location to visit. Recognized for adopting cutting-edge technology and having a cityscape full of skyscrapers, whether you're like calligraphy, cherry blossoms, or consumer goods, the neon-lit metropolis spreads before you indefinitely. Interspersed among its towering blocks are breathtaking temples and museums that proudly demonstrate Japan's rich heritage and history. Tokyo has something for everyone to appreciate, whether they are artistic, inventive, or eccentric in equal proportion. When visiting Japan, make sure not to miss the enormous metropolis. Number 4. Dubai. Emerging from the middle of the desert, Dubai's breathtaking skyline is evidence of how oil money has inspired human ingenuity and engineering prowess. The formerly tranquil beach town is now a cosmopolitan center of commerce and culture for the Middle East, as well as one of the commercial and cultural centers of the United Arab Emirates. Dubai continuously pushes the envelope of what is feasible, which is why it is home to the highest tower in the world and the man-made Palm Islands. It is also a shopping haven with exciting and innovative food and nightlife scenes. Number 3. Singapore. The city-state of Singapore, which is located at the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula, is one of the world's most densely populated cities. It is home to many skyscrapers, contemporary shopping malls, and bustling neighborhoods. While there is a surprising amount of nature, the stunning Botanic Gardens is a particularly lovely place to relax in because the city is very multicultural and you can see influences from China, Malay, and India everywhere you go. Singaporeans are also huge foodies, so the numerous restaurants and street food stalls all serve a wide variety of regional specialties. Number 2. Hong Kong. With pride claiming to be Asia's world city, Hong Kong is undoubtedly different from the mainland. This is due to the fact that the harbor city was once a British colony and was only returned to China in 1997. Attractive to both businesses and tourists, it boasts a plethora of excellent restaurants, bars, and shops along with a wealth of historical and cultural sites. In addition, the city is home to 2 popular family attractions, Disneyland and Ocean Park. Remarkably, a large portion of Hong Kong is made up of mountains and parks, with Victoria Park offering breathtaking views of both the city's iconic skyline and Victoria Harbour. Number 1. Bangkok. Vibrant and disorganized, Bangkok is Thailand's cultural, commercial, and spiritual center. Its capital city is also home to some of the most hospitable and friendly people on earth, which is part of what makes it so enticing. The enormous metropolis has many distinct aspects. On one hand, it is home to historic palaces and temples, lively street markets, and a bustling nightlife. On the other hand, it also has one of the best food scenes on the planet, which is rapidly modernizing while maintaining a rich heritage of long-standing customs and traditions. The best that the land of smiles has to offer may be found in Bangkok.